Good afternoon, Hail Stalkers. I'm meteorologist John Choquette filling in for Derek Klein today to give a couple day ahead forecast for November 5th, 2015. That's right, we actually have a chance at some hail this week after being fairly quiet for most of October and even most of September as well. We've had a couple storm systems kicking out through the California area, and this one specifically for Thursday looks like it has the greatest chance at providing some severe weather to the area. By about Thursday morning, it looks like our low pressure center will be located over by the Kansas-Colorado border, and it'll have a dry line extending south through most of western Oklahoma and into the Texas Panhandle, which will give the greatest risk for severe weather in Oklahoma City, the Dallas metro area, and Wichita Falls. Now, a few computer models are in fact showing that the storm system will be moving just a little bit quicker, making the dry line be a little bit further east, so the dry line will be right along the I-35 corridor. Now, if this were to occur, the greatest risk would be a little bit further to the east. So Oklahoma City would barely be in the risk. Wichita Falls would probably not really see any sort of storms, but Dallas-Fort Worth area looks like it'll still have a chance at getting some hail. Now, how big the hail and what are the chances? Well, I have it on this map here. We have 15% chance for hail in Oklahoma City, up to golf ball size hail, up to golf ball size hail as well in Wichita Falls and down to Dallas-Fort Worth area. 20% chance in Wichita Falls and 25% respectively in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I also have some hail further off to the west here. This will happen very early Thursday morning for parts of the Texas Panhandle and areas of western Oklahoma like Woodward and Elk City. These probably around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and they'll taper off by about sunrise, and a second line of storms will form, and that's the main risk that we have for going into your Thursday. Now get a little closer in on these cities here. 1 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon, it's a little earlier than we're used to in Oklahoma City for storms, up to about golf ball size hail. About 15% chance hail, and why I only have 15% chance is there's the strong possibility that the dry line is a little too wet, and it causes the storms not to be very isolated in nature and just end up being a mess of rain, and that really lowers your chances for hail. And about 48 hours out, it's a little hard to pinpoint exactly whether it's going to be isolated supercells, where they're going to be, and if it's going to be a wet mess or not. But the chance of wind is pretty high up there, about 75 miles per hour is your max. So even with some smaller hail, there is that chance for getting some damage from the strong wind-driven hail. Moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, that looks like it's going to be the best chance for hail in the entirety of the southern plains for your Thursday. Expected time a little bit later in Oklahoma City, probably about 2 to 4 in the afternoon. 25% chance of hail. And again, that wind will be a factor, up to 75 miles per hour. And finally, for the Wichita Falls area, max hail size again, about golf ball size hail. Earlier though, about 11 to 2 o'clock. And there's also that chance that the dry line moves a little too far east for Wichita Falls. If that's the case, then their chance won't be 20%, but more closer to 0. But again, it's a little too early for us to really pinpoint those. Stay tuned to our future forecast tomorrow and, of course, on Thursday morning as well. We have winds again, finally up to about 75 miles per hour max. Want any more information? You can contact us on Facebook, contact us on LinkedIn and Twitter. We also can be contacted by phone. The number is appearing on the screen right now. And also you can email us as well at info@hailtrace.com. I'm meteorologist John Choquette. Have a great rest of your afternoon, and hopefully it hails.